What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
I'm Hess.
Today we're talking about Game of Thrones Season 3, Episode 1 and 2. None of us can really pronounce the titles.
The second one's not hard.
You want to get us right through it?
Yeah, so Jerome noticed there's a cold opening.
I did notice
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
It means
when they open with the scene and then it slams like Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
I told him that because I always fast forward through the theme song because I could care less about it. So I started and it's Sam running or whatever, and I was like, I haven't done this except for I think the first episode of the show. Like they do a couple of them later on, but I think this is the first one since the first episode.
And I didn't. I meant to look it up because you're probably right.
I was gonna too,
but yeah.
I mean, you have an iPad right there. You could.
Yeah, it's too long. Fuck that. I don't care that much.
Which I wonder why. I wonder why.
I think because it ended with the White Walkers, so they're just like,
yeah, it was kind of
just show that right away because we probably won't show them again for a little bit.
It was a bit of a cliffhanger.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you figure how long was it? How long of a wait was it from the end of season 2 to the beginning of season 3?
It was a year.
Yeah. Oh, was it
a year?
Do they say that?
No, he means in real life.
Like in real life. Like that's why I was thinking. Like maybe they're like, oh, let's jog their memory just in case.
Well, that's what the previous song is.
Do you know how long it was in Game of Thrones time?
Like a second.
Do they have a previous song?
Because
they do when you watch on HBO.
Yeah, when you watch it on TV, they do.
Because I've never seen.
Her dragons got big, and they're like, oh, they're growing fast. But like, did it grow that much in like a week or like?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because they never. There's no way they set a time frame.
Yeah,
I was just curious.
Timestamp.
So.
And I don't think it's
time had to pass for her, but time didn't pass that much.
Yeah, for like because Tyrion wakes up in his bed and like that.
Yeah, and Sam's still running, like he's like, you left me.
That's the. I would have never thought about it. That's the only reason I thought about it is because like they're still doing things from last season, and she's like, well, I'm on a boat and I got big dragons.
You know, they're not that big.
They're pretty big compared to what they were, though.
They're bigger than a chicken.
I mean, they're bigger than your dragons.
Do you think she played that Andy Samberg group song? I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Everybody look at me because I'm sailing on a boat.
Lonely Island?
No, I don't think she played that.
That was horrible.
That was a good, their first album I thought was really good.
No, their album was good. Your version of it, you sound like Barry Manilow.
I just said
I'm on a boat.
I did not sing it like that.
Close. It was close.
All right, you find a version of Barry Manilow saying "I'm on a boat," and I want you to put them side by side.
I don't
Play
think there
his
is a
first,
version
then
of
mine
that.
second. I'm on a boat.
If anybody out there knows Barry Manilow, have him sing that and tweet it to us. And
yeah, that's gonna happen. All right, so cold opening. Sam.
Did you actually put that in your notes because I told you?
No, I already had it.
Oh, what an asshole.
Oh, well, I noticed too, fucker. It's not going in the beginning. Well,
I didn't know.
Hess didn't notice.
You didn't notice?
I mean,
there was a scene and then a song.
And then
I understand that. I obviously knew that, but it didn't click in my head like, oh, they don't do this every episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did because I was like, I was getting ready to fast forward, and I was like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah, I think that's why I didn't notice it. If it's the first or the second one or the third one, because I don't fast forward it. He doesn't fast forward it.
I don't.
Because the song gets me into wanting to watch it.
Yep.
I've noticed if I like the show, I don't fast forward the theme song.
Well, I mean, not a lot. What shows do you watch besides Game of Thrones that have a theme song still?
The Wire.
I mean, I guess HBO ones do, but then not a lot of shows do. Now it's just like Flash,
Weeds,
whatever, you know.
Yeah. First 3 seasons.
I don't fast forward the theme song, just the rest of the show.
Yeah. Little boxes.
This is like a sing-along episode of Random Ramblings.
I fast forward Better Call Saul.
Oh,
no,
really?
I don't.
No, I
it's like a 4 second
I guess
song.
I do like that.
6-second little fucking doodaloo.
Yeah. How'd that go again?
Doodaloo.
He's a fucking... Maybe you could put a mixtape together for Hess.
I might do that. It'll be like each song is 6 seconds. It's just him singing like a lyric.
This will be in Pleeka's year in review, I'm sure. All this little bullshit. Yeah. Hey, while we're off subject,
well, we really weren't, but go ahead.
No, I did watch Die Hard.
yeah, he mentioned
Did
that.
you like it? You never said that.
I did. I tweeted.
No, he tweeted he liked it, and then he said, "Don't at me." So then I tweeted.
Yeah, it said,
back,
"Don't at me."
Welcome to the party, pal.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was clever use of giffage.
Are you gonna watch like Die Hard 2 and Die Hard 3 and Die Hard 4 and Die Hard 5 now?
I mean, I might as well at this point.
Because they're coming out with the Die Hard 6 pretty soon. It's just called McClane.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jerome's never seen Lethal Weapon, so...
Yeah, I have. I've seen the first one.
Those movies are badass. I love Lethal Weapons.
Yeah, Die Hard's better.
You know what I really like, since we are off topic? Have you seen The Always Sunny, where I think they make their own version of Lethal Weapon 3, or maybe it could be 5. They make their own version of that. There's multiple episodes of that, of them playing out their own version.
Yeah.
Those are very funny
That was
episodes.
really funny.
But let's get back into Game of Thrones.
I mean, we could
So
just
where are
talk
we
about
at now?
Lethal Weapon
There's a cold open?
Cold open, Sam almost dies.
That's literally it.
Sam almost dies, Ghost saves him, and then Mormont, lights
I had a question, not necessarily that Ghost one, but, I think in episode 2, there's, it's Bran's, what's his direwolf called?
Isn't it Summer?
Maybe.
Oh, wait. No, Ghost is John.
Ghost. Oh, that's right.
What it doesn't really matter to my question.
I know
but
it's Summer.
Is it always CGI when they use direwolves, or do they have real wolves
No,
on set
they get
and
real direwolves.
No, I don't mean direwolves. Obviously, there's not a real direwolf. But do they get a real wolf or a dog or something on set for this?
Well, I think when they were younger, they were just dogs. But that looked pretty CGI to me.
I'm talking about episode 2 though specifically.
Yeah, that's what me too.
Oh, see, when that one dude's walking through the jungle coming at him.
It wasn't a jungle.
The forest, whatever.
Okay.
Because to me that looked real, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they do that, or it is always CGI when it comes to those.
You didn't see Mowgli?
Like if they have trainers there and stuff.
I don't know who Mowgli is. Is that like a?
You didn't see Mowgli in the Jungle Book?
Yeah, see, I've never seen the Jungle Book. My kids didn't watch that. Yeah, they watched Aladdin.
We were more into Jay and Silent Bob and
that's true.
Death to Smoochie.
Nice.
That's true.
Very well.
So what were we talking about? Game of Thrones?
Yeah, are the direwolves fake?
Yes, they're fake.
Always?
No.
I get a lot of the times.
Sometimes they use stand-in dragons.
I know you understand my question, and you could give me a simple answer, and you're not, and that's really frustrating.
Well,
I don't think he fully knows.
Yeah, I don't.
I think the majority of the time
I wasn't on set.
Do you think there's ever a part where they have an actual wolf on set with a trainer and whatnot?
Because I think they use dogs. Yeah, but I think now they're too big. Now, what do they do? They're bigger.
Yeah, they're like.
Well, I mean, they made that one movie with that one tall chick, and the other, they made her look bigger and smaller and all that stuff. That's very unspecific. But
what the fuck are you talking about?
With camera angles, they can make things look bigger and stuff like that. So I was just wondering, but now you're making me look like an imbecile. So let's just move on.
Okay.
Imbecile.
Whatever. Fuck you. I shouldn't have brought that up.
Speaking of imbeciles, what are you doing?
What?
Are you whittling? Fucking Opie?
My bad.
Were you? Is that what you were doing?
So since we're 10 minutes in and we talked about the cold open.
Yeah.
I wish we had a cold open.
What was
this is the cold open.
What did he tweet and we didn't know what it meant?
Oh yeah, I asked him. He didn't respond.
I don't remember you asking me about a tweet.
Oh, me and him about our podcast, and you said.
Oh,
definitely
Watford and Holmes.
Yeah, what was that about? Yeah. I was just curious.
I just made up 2 names. And
really?
They enjoyed it. Yeah. I was just like, oh, I'll just put Watford. Because I think I have 49 followers, so it's not like it's a bunch of people are gonna see it.
48 of them were like, Watford and Holmes liked it.
So yeah, I was just trying to be funny. That's all.
Well, cause he came home and I was like, "Did you see Hess tweeted about mine in your podcast that we started?" And he was like, "No, what?" And I was like, "Do you know what this means?"
And I was like, "No, I don't have a fucking clue."
I do remember you, and I meant to reply, but I replied to the second text or something, and then I forgot all about it. So that's my bad. But yeah, it literally just threw out 2 names, Watford and Holmes.
People should go listen to me and Nick to the podcast. It's called Unearthly Duo.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, not kind of. I did like it.
He's like, I kind of liked it. There's parts where you guys bug me. At the end, Nick gives people advice, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So if you need advice, go comment on that video, and Nick can give you some.
Absolutely.
You want to get into your next game?
You're gonna make me some kind of advice columnist? Yeah. That's not good for other people.
You're Dr. Nick.
Your first one, the kid needed help because he thought he thinks he's gay, but he might not be. He doesn't want to be. And your advice, because he was a furry, was to get a dog.
Well, I mean, it made sense.
I was just gonna say, suck a dick, see if you like it.
I guess that's another way to go. That's better than getting a dog.
Isn't that your motto, anyways? I mean, come on.
No,
Sorry, had to.
You're good. No big deal.
All right. So, anyways, they kill a White Walker that tries to kill Sam. The CGI dog runs away. No, I don't know. And then they take Jon to see Mance.
Oh yeah, I was pretty excited when I saw him because I kind of forgot about that dude because we've been watching season 1 and 2.
Yeah, who's the redheaded guy? Bilbo Baggins? I don't know that's not his name.
Is that Mance? Is that who?
It's Tormont Giantsbane.
Yeah,
that
guy.
I can't say that. I mean, I could, but
Abby
I'm
thinks
gonna
he's
forget
hot.
that. I really like him.
I like
Yeah,
him.
I
I don't think he's hot.
I completely forgot
Christ.
he was in the show until we saw him again.
There's a lot of introduction to a lot of people in this. I mean, which makes sense. It's a new season, but like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah.
That's how I was.
Really? You sounding like that?
No, you know what's funny? And like, you know, we're always like me and Hess are the dumb ones, and you're like, oh, I'm Almighty Hess or I'm Almighty Nick. Can't talk.
You got that right. You got that right.
But like, I'm stupid and whatnot. That's how you just.
Yeah, good point. Sorry.
So you know, at the end of this episode, when that fucking weird snake little girl was like trying to kill Daenerys.
Oh yeah.
When that dude shows up and takes off his cloak and all that, I was like, "Oh, that's the guy from season 1. You got like they took him away and he was gonna buy him a house."
Yeah, he
and
was in the Kingsguard.
Yeah, and it's funny.
You're welcome.
I didn't remember that at all when we originally watched the show. I had no idea who that guy was. I thought he just showed up there and saved her. No, thanks, Daenerys. And then now that you mentioned it on here and like we actually talked, like I remember that. And I was like, "Oh, I know Game of Thrones."
Forgive me, Daenerys Stormborn.
Yeah. He took off his little cloak thing, and I was like, "Oh, he's kind of like Obi-Wan as well."
Yeah.
Do we see any more of those little girls? What did they say they were?
The warlocks, like the thing that she caught on fire.
Do we
at
see
the
any
end
more warlocks like later on?
I don't think so.
That was it.
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's it for the warlocks. I don't remember specifically. I mean, other people tried to kill her.
It was literally just like.
Is that weird dude and the bald dude and her, right?
There's other things that are just trying to stop her.
Well, I mean, I could get specific, but it might ruin some stuff.
I think like they're kind of sent by people and stuff, though, right?
Yeah. Well, and yeah.
It's very this show. Like you could easily, besides like everyone's talking you see a dragon, like you kind of forget that like there's magical shit going on because like stuff's going on, and all of a sudden there's a little girl, and you're like, oh, that's nice, and she opens her mouth and spits a little thing out and all this stuff, and then jumps in the water, disappears, and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot they do stuff like that. On here.
Yeah, this is.
She like rolls her the little ball, and she's like.
She was a creepy little bitch.
Yeah.
And then she smiles after, and she got fucking like black teeth. I'm like, ooh.
You'd have black teeth. You kept the fucking scorpion in there too.
Oh, she keeps it in her mouth.
Didn't she? Didn't she spit it out?
I thought she spit out like venom.
It was in the ball.
I thought she spit out like venom,
the bug
like a
was
snake.
in the ball or whatever that was.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe she does keep it in her mouth and she like spits it into the ball and then.
I mean, whatever. I didn't think we were gonna spend this much time on the little girl that.
Well, I found it interesting because that part I was like understanding the show because you mentioned stuff.
Yeah, it's like you're paying attention.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I do remember when we watched this originally. There was a lot of times because like we'd watch it in Mom's bed because like the two TVs connected and whatnot. I'd fall asleep and then at the end I'd wake up right at the end like, wow, I don't know what happened in that episode.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so Cersei visits Tyrion in bed, and then and he had sent for Bronn at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but he sends his little henchman dude to go get Bronn.
That's his
it's his squire. His squire.
Squire, yeah.
Yeah, squire.
It's not Star Wars. Podrick.
Yeah, Podrick.
He's cool.
Podrick.
Yeah, I do like him.
And he's got a big dick.
I was gonna say, doesn't he have a big cock?
Yeah.
Well, we see his cock too.
We don't see it. They just talk about it.
No,
I was gonna say, we haven't seen his cock in a while.
We don't know if it's big. It's just magical.
Magical.
Yeah, because like, doesn't Tyrion get him like some whores or something?
And the whores like give him back the money. They're like, no, we can't take money for this guy. And they're like, what the fuck did you do?
I don't remember that. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe he just.
It was one of the
funny. Really good.
It's one of the funniest things in the show.
Sure.
You know, you could take so many things out of context on this podcast that would just sound terrible.
You don't even have to take them out of context.
I guess that's probably true. Yeah.
So what did I say?
No, I'm just saying, like, you randomly, like, you just, like, if
we're talking about Game of Thrones, you're like, maybe he eats pussy.
If this was, like, a TV channel, someone just turned on this, and you're like, maybe he eats pussy really well. Someone would be like, what the fuck are they talking about?
I feel like that would grab their attention, and they would be like, let's listen to this for a minute.
Like, maybe he does eat pussy pretty well. And then they watch the whole podcast, like, oh, they're talking about some dude in Game of Thrones.
Wow. All right, what else happens? Davos wakes up. It's basically showing where everybody's at.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Davos wakes up
Which
on the
is-
beach. He's got a bit of a sunburn.
Oh my god.
Little
he looked
bit.
terrible.
Yeah. And then he gets picked up, and they're like, hey, you know.
I served the rightful king. You're like,
was
who?
it me or did the black guy have a Jamaican accent?
I don't remember particularly.
I mean, he had an accent, but it was the same as it was before, I think.
I know, it sounded really Jamaican to me.
Was he Jamaican? You crazy?
Yeah. That was cheese ball.
I mean, I don't know if I can distinguish a Jamaican accent out of any other kind of accent. Did he like want to go bobsledding or something?
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what I've learned? Well, what I've not learned, I've figured out is Jerome has like dad humor.
oh,
I
yeah.
do have a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the knock knock.
No, you know what's funny about that? So sometimes
Come in.
I record all the Seth Meyers. I'm like behind by like 30, but like I'll watch him, and then he'll do like a really corny joke. Hey, Jerome, you gotta come see this, and then he'll watch it, and then he'll go.
It was funny. Seth Meyers laughs at it too, and you like Seth Meyers, so you think you'd like it.
He's laughing at it because he put a joke that's corny and stupid on a late show, and it's on TV.
Yeah, like, you know, one of my favorite segments on there, besides "You Burnt," is
What?
when he does the jokes on the stick, and like they start playing
Oh,
out the
popsicle shtick. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I actually like jokes that Seth can't tell.
because they did that one where it went on for like 10 minutes where they played Grease, but through the popsicle
that
sticks.
was fucking hilarious. Yeah, it goes so far that you're like, all right, it's over. Nope, and then it just keeps going.
It'll go for
It's
like
just-
10 minutes longer,
and it's all with popsicle sticks.
Nice.
Just imagine.
and they replace certain words with popsicle stick too in the songs.
yeah, it's very
the
it's-
jokes or whatever.
It's so bad that it's funny.
Is he? I mean, obviously, I'm assuming he's doing good. Like his ratings are good.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He was nominated for an Emmy too last year. I think the writing was.
I
really?
don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched him a couple times, but
I mean,
I don't-
Eminem watches.
I don't
him.
really watch any late night guys. And I know
I
he's
watch-
like super late.
I watch a lot of the
Yeah.
clips from it, but like, and I don't watch it unless you show me.
At first, when they first started, I taped him and Jimmy Fallon, and then like I used to fast forward Jimmy Fallon to get to Seth Meyers because it would cut off the way it taped. And I was like, oh, yeah, if I'm fast forwarding him to get to him, then I don't need to tape one of these.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
And then I like him. He's funny. He's a bit political now, but so is everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Don't know what
This is
you
going to be
said.
the fucking 3.5 hour podcast.
Well, my phone's at like 20%. So
No. Well, we didn't say you were going to be involved.
we'll just have a still of
Yeah.
Hess.
if it cuts off, it cuts off. He won't have voice or anything.
With like 20 minutes later, we're like, where'd Hess go?
We're so in the
No.
conversation we don't even notice he goes away.
You would know I wasn't here. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah,
That's true. We wouldn't hear him whittling his stick anymore,
that's true.
and that's not code for jacking off. He's literally whittling his stick earlier.
No, it's,
Yeah.
that's all.
That's what it sounds like when the Tin Man jerks off.
Yeah, Jesus. That was gross dad humor. Okay, I have no idea where I was at.
You're talking about
Davos.
no, the
Davos.
dude with the magical cock went to go get Bran.
No.
No.
Bron.
Davos.
Bron.
Now you're just
Bron.
making shit up.
No, we have to get Bran.
No, we passed that, and then we were talking about
Davos
Davos.
woke up on the beach, and then I said the Jamaican guy, and that's where we were at.
Yeah, and he was Jamaican. Has crazy.
Yeah, and he was a pirate.
A harmy matey.
Yeah, and that's why I said that.
I can't wait for that video to come out, by the way.
Yeah, Thursday I got a pirate video coming out.
Yeah,
Can't wait.
I can't wait either.
It's one of the most interesting videos I've filmed.
I could see
You
that.
You filmed some interesting ones,
This
that's for sure.
this from the guy who fucking made a Spider-Man mask and then.
Oh, I know, I
fucking-
saw it. Green Goblin or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
And then you were too scared hiding behind a car because a guy walked out of his house.
Yeah. He'll put it on fucking
yeah.
YouTube, but he can't.
Well, I don't want like the neighbors looking at me.
They're not your neighbors.
We're hiding behind a car because a guy just walked out and we don't want to be seen.
My favorite part is that
I'm like, I don't know how many people are going to watch this video, but
like 12.
No, they got at least 50.
What's funny is Angela's like, well, if they see the camera, we will look that weird. Meanwhile, she's wearing a fucking green goblin.
Yeah, that's why I was
mask.
like, she's like, we
Yeah.
won't look as big of morons if there's the camera here. And I was
Yeah,
like,
well,
no, we
where-
look
where's
like
the
bigger
green-
morons.
There's a Green Goblin mask. You kept the Spider-Man mask.
Oh, it's on my table over there. I didn't pin it on the board.
Mm.
Yeah, I probably should.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah, we should probably move on.
you think?
I mean, I almost bought a bang tonight.
Oh.
Like a hooker?
No, still a little drink.
He's going to bang her on the podcast.
We should really be brought to you in part by Bang.
Yeah, I would
This,
love
it could be
Send
the
him
part.
an email.
It could be the
Send him an email, Jerome. Send him all the.
every video we've ever done.
No. Send him the
Spit it
Crash
out.
Bandicoot. Not Crash Bandicoot. The ones that have like 5,000 views, and be like,
yeah.
This is our channel. This is what we do
Yeah.
every time we make a video. Would you like to sponsor?
Lie to them.
Mm.
They're like, oh, maybe, yeah. They check out this podcast like, that motherfucker, they planned this thing. They were lying to us.
Yeah. And then they'll look at our last Fourth Down Territory and be like, wow, they really do pull views.
No, what you got to do is just have them sponsor the part where we talk about the dicks on Game of Thrones, and then you're brought to you by Bang.
That'd be pretty cool. Every time there's a sex scene.
Or you could put the can, right? You just, you think about it, all right? So the can just slowly comes down, and it's like, bang. And then the screen goes black, and then you just hear me doing the Ball Johnson dance.
Oh, God. We'd lose the sponsorship.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they want out of their fucking property.
Bang, brought to you by Hess's Nutsack.
Could you imagine?
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, what's the opposite of bang?
You know what would be terrible?
Bang?
No, what you bang?
Let's put an S instead of a B.
Do you know how opposites work?
Yeah, I know. What is the opposite of bang?
I was gonna say hearing your ball Johnson dance.
You know what we could do? I could print out the Bang logo, cut it out, tape it to Hess's ball sack, and then we'll film him doing his Ball Johnson dance, and that's we're reading the sponsor spot for them.
All right, we're not gonna talk about his ass and balls.
Sounds
and shit.
good.
I didn't mention his asshole. No, you brought that up.
All right, where were we?
We're talking
Okay,
about Hess's balls.
Rob.
Davos was on the beach.
No, he's off the beach. He's fucking doing the Ball Johnson dance on the beach.
All right.
All
Sorry,
right,
I
so-
apologize.
Rob arrives at Harrenhal. Did you notice anything about Harrenhal? Besides the fact that everyone was dead?
No, what should I notice about it?
So he was in Harrenhal?
Yeah.
Because at first I thought he was in King's Landing, or where they were from.
Winterfell?
Yeah, so did I at first.
Yeah, Winterfell.
I think he was like, hey, so this is Harrenhal.
I didn't hear that.
Because at first I'm like, oh, because like in the second episode, that's when he tells his mom, like, they took, they invaded Winterfell and they burned everything.
You know what could have been a clue, though, for you is like when the guy walks up. I don't know if it's one or two, but he's holding papers. He's like, good news and bad news? He goes, I got word from here and word from Winterfell.
Gotcha.
But there was one guy alive at Harrenhal.
yeah. And I don't know who that was.
Really? I'm disappointed in you. Did you know who that was? You might not know who that is.
No, I don't.
It was Qyburn. Yeah, no, Jesus.
Qyburn. Oh, you listen. The only reason I recognize that is because it's on a podcast and I go, Qyburn.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the
Guess
one.
he lives.
Well, he makes the mountain.
Oh, Qyburn makes the mountain.
Yeah.
Are we still in
Qyburn?
that? Still in that from The Ringer?
Yeah. And he becomes pretty important.
So important that I forgot him?
Yeah. You'll remember him. You'll be like, oh, that was that guy.
Hey, you mentioned him.
I know Game of Thrones.
I don't know Game of Thrones. He makes fun of me. I learned Game of Thrones. He makes fun of me. There's no winning with you, pal. Or should I call you Captain America?
Touche.
Bobby?
Anyway. So Tyrion goes to Tywin and says, hey, I should get Casterly Rock.
And his father calls him a little bitch and tells him
says,
to get
Yeah,
out
you
of there.
pretty much.
Yeah. He goes,
You're an
no,
idiot. You
Yeah,
never.
you're not getting it.
I'd rather be eaten by maggots than to give you Casterly Rock.
Which
That's pretty
How
good.
long would that take to get eaten by maggots?
I mean,
A
him or
long
me?
time, I think.
Either.
I mean, him would be quicker than me, that's for sure.
He's
There's
tall.
more me to eat. Yeah, but he's not very wide.
How long would it take maggots to eat your cock?
Like 4 seconds.
By about, yeah. Well, I was going to say like 26 seconds, but
All right.
my balls, that's another story.
Okay, so can we stop talking about your balls? Yeah, I mean, he's just a dick. Tywin's a
It's
dick.
funny because we were just talking about, I think last week, that we were like,
Well,
yeah,
that's the
he's
thing,
kind of
like,
likable. He's talking to Arya, all this stuff. And then they remind you this episode, oh, no, he's an asshole.
He's an asshole to Tyrion. He's an asshole to Jaime, and he's pretty much an asshole to Cersei.
But he should get rid of them and just put Arya there, and then he'll look like a nice guy all the time.
You know, if it had, I bet you if he could switch them out, he would have made Cersei the boy, and Jaime the girl, and then just killed Tyrion. But because she's like the one who's the stronger of the three and the bigger.
And he hates. Go ahead, keep going. Sorry.
No, he hates Tyrion. Was that what you're gonna say?
Because he killed his wife, right, when he was born.
Yeah, but I mean
they always blame him for that.
Yeah,
but,
I mean to say he.
I mean, technically,
I know he didn't do it. Obviously, did it on purpose, but she died when she gave birth.
Wouldn't have technically have been Tywin that killed her because he put his seed inside her.
No, well, you're not going to see it that way, that's for sure.
I mean, he didn't come out with like nunchucks and start beating her.
Oh, that'd be fucking cool. Like,
I get it.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, they totally blame him for it.
I'd blame Tywin.
I never thought about blaming Tywin. That's kind of funny.
He's the one that fucked her and came in her, and then now she had a little baby midget and died.
It is his chromosome that's missing.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
I could be wrong on that.
I know. That's why I just. That's why I was just.
I probably am, and I'm waiting to see the comment. Well, actually, the chromosome missing is from the woman, so you don't know what you're talking about. Hess, shut up.
Well, and like, we know you don't know what you're talking about, so we're okay with it.
Yeah.
But right? I'm okay with that.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. Like.
He's slowly becoming less and less okay with it.
He's saying like a lot on purpose.
Oh, yeah. I didn't catch on to that.
Like, get it, kind of?
Do you think that guy's
kinda.
Watching?
He's kind of.
Followed us from our Saul video to this?
No.
Oh, that was on a Saul video? I had no idea.
I don't remember.
I knew it was on one. But anyways, I kind of like that.
Okay, anyway. And then,
we're almost done with episode 1.
Yeah, almost. Littlefinger tells Sansa he saw his sister.
Yep.
Sister.
Which is a lie.
No, it's not. He saw her.
Oh, he did see her.
Remember when he was with Tywin?
Yeah, I was gonna say when I heard the scene, I was like, oh, so shouldn't everybody just know that he did see her?
Yeah,
then?
that's what I was thinking too. I was like, how did I not catch that before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he was lying. But that doesn't make any sense. He saw her and he just didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when he
because he wants secrets, so he keeps that secret, and he saw her mother, which is true because
he plays the game. He plays a long game.
Yeah. And then Daenerys is going to see the Unsullied. That was kind of cool seeing that. Like I remember,
I like the Unsullied. Those are some badass crazy.
Do you think that one guy? Because I know they're all like, oh, war, hero, and like they're men, you know. But I
don't think they said that.
That one dude, that guy comes up and cuts a guy's nipple off. Even though they're all like, war. Do you think he's like, motherfuckers, cut my nipple off?
Do you think he's thinking that in his head?
Yeah.
No.
Like he's like, what the? Like,
they literally said they don't.
They're not
like
men anymore.
Yeah, they're brainwashed and they have to go stab a baby.
I get that.
Like, do you think he's like, oh man, I need my nipple?
I would be.
You would be, but you wouldn't have made it that far.
That's
You'd have been
true.
killed on the first fucking go through.
Yeah.
Like where they're like, all right, pick up the sword. All right, kill him.
I'd be one of the babies they'd stab.
Yeah, exactly. And then Joffrey and Marjorie are going through the city, and she's like, you know what? I'm going to go talk to some orphans. Yeah. And he's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
I'm going to get shit thrown in my face again.
Yeah, he was too scared to get out of his
And then she's
buggy.
like, oh, you know. And then
I have other dresses.
It's cool because she's really good with the masses.
She knows the game.
Yeah, she knows, and she knows the full game. Like Cersei.
She even plays him kind of in episode 2.
Yeah, totally.
Well, and that's why Cersei doesn't like her hardly at all, because she knows how to play the game.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons, yeah.
Yeah.
Another reason, there's what's it called?
What?
The fortune she got told? Like, I just spaced it.
Oh, like
prophecy.
Prophecy, yeah.
There's a prophecy that is told to Cersei, and she thinks Marjorie is part of that prophecy. And I believe that she thought Sansa was part of it in the beginning, and that's why she was kind of a bitch to Sansa.
Do you remember the prophecy? Because I only part I remember is that, like, oh, her brother's supposed to kill her, but, like, I don't remember what the other part of the prophecy is.
That a younger, more beautiful queen will take her place, basically.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember. There was some old witch saying it or something that turned into a frog. No, I'm just kidding. That's later on. It's weird because I could be wrong.
I feel like it's very brief in the show because, like, you told me a lot more about it than the show did. I feel like.
I mean, basically, someone told Cersei when she was little that she was going to become queen. But she wasn't going to marry the Targaryen. She was going to marry someone. I think she was going to marry Robert or whatever. I think
she told this to Sansa, didn't she?
No.
Or did she tell this to Marjorie?
No.
I feel like I've heard this. No?
Maybe I told you. I don't know.
You might have heard it later on in this, like when you were watching it.
I don't know when the prophecy comes. She doesn't tell anybody. Maybe she does tell somebody. I don't know. Anyways, but that someone's going to take her place and that she's going to be killed by her younger brother.
Right.
The problem is everyone's figured out that both of her brothers are younger because she was born before Jaime.
Right.
So
that's very cool. But see, my thing is see, Cersei I mean, I obviously don't know past season 4, so, but like at this point, like Cersei fucked up. Like
how?
Like it was what?
Sansa. Well, Sansa was like this conformist. Like she was not combative at all, and Cersei pushed for Marjorie, and now Marjorie pushes back, pushes buttons, like.
Yeah, she would have been better off leaving Sansa there.
Right. I mean, but like I said, I don't know long game.
But that wasn't Cersei's choice.
Yeah.
That wasn't that was.
She said they had the small council and they decided that.
Well, yeah, but they all planned that.
That was bullshit. So there was that's why Littlefinger got Harrenhal because he set it up for all that shit, you know.
Right.
And Tywin was like, "Yeah, you should do that." Because later on, Cersei, you've seen this part too. Cersei is supposed to marry Loras, Marjorie's brother.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of hinted that in the second episode a little bit, like with them like hanging out a little bit, you know?
Did they?
I feel like they did. I mean, at least I got the impression that they were.
I didn't catch that. And then there was the giant awkward dinner between Loras, Cersei, Marjorie, and Joffrey. Do you remember that where they were like talking? They were talking about how when Cersei and Joffrey went into the city, they got attacked, and Joffrey was scared for his life. And then he's like, "Well, my mother likes to exaggerate," you know. And then it was just and then you could see them like. Looking.
Cersei was just brewing.
Yeah, but rightfully so, because her fucking son's just like throwing her like. I mean, she's a fucking bitch, but he's a bigger fucking bitch.
Yeah.
No.
They try to one up each other.
He's trying to impress his new woman.
Well, yeah.
Like, you know, like he's not a big pussy.
But he is. That's the problem.
Right.
And everybody already knows he is.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just a king.
And she knows, but he doesn't think she knows, you know?
It's funny, everybody kind of has their secrets. Like, he's a big pussy, and that one,
he eats pussy.
But, like, everybody has their secrets, and, like, and Jaime brings up in the second episode that, like,
that he would.
Oh yeah, he's gay and all that stuff basically, and like everybody kind of knows the secrets, and everybody knows that Jaime and Cersei are banging, but no one ever mentions it, so everybody still thinks their secrets are safe.
It's a lot of gossip and like backstabbing and
a lot of political behind the scenes.
And it's actually cool, like because like the way it works.
It's like high school drama.
Yeah, with swords
and dragons.
Yeah, and CGI wolves.
Fuck you right in the ass.
Real wolves.
Daenerys has to listen to. I wrote his name down. Krasnus. I don't know if that's correct how you pronounce it or whatever. The guy's like, make this bitch do this and blah blah blah.
Dirty Targaryen slut and all stuff. Am I misremembering? Which I probably am. But does she understand that guy?
Yes.
Because she says something like, "Call me a whore one more time" or something to him eventually, right? Or something like if he says. I feel like she calls him out eventually, and I thought it was going to happen then.
I'm pretty
sure. And I was
like,
oh, maybe I made that up.
I'm pretty sure it's just next episode.
Okay.
Well, and the reason, I mean, the interpreter is Miss Andy.
I remember her.
Well, so obviously, if she's the interpreter for her, then you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But that's the first time we see her. And basically, she wants to buy the Unsullied. It doesn't say she wants 7,000 or whatever.
Well, she asks how much is available, and he says
7,000
or something.
8,000.
Oh, 8,000? Yeah, because she's like 8,000 dead babies.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a
and then she starts walking off with Ding Dong, and that's when you see the little girl.
Who's Ding Dong?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Jorah?
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah,
Jorah,
Obi-Wan Kenobi, the other Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It's funny, he's not good at saving her when he doesn't know there's a attempt on her life.
That's true, yeah. Because we did talk about that, like, did he know and all that before, so that's a good point.
Yeah, and then...
He kind of froze, and then other Obi-Wan Kenobi saved her.
Don't call him other one.
What's his name again?
Barristan Selmy.
Barris and Selmy.
No. Barristan?
Barristan.
Yeah.
Barristan Selmy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds
Sounds like
cool.
I'm asking you to do something and then sell me.
I'm not.
Like
Trust me.
Barristan Selmy.
Stop talking.
Wow.
It was a cool ending to that episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little girl. That jumps in the water.
How'd that go, gang?
And then she appeared on the other side.
You're both making
So
noises.
was she just standing up there before, and that was like the ghost of her doing stuff? Because you know how they make like multiples.
Motherfucker, it's magic. I don't know.
Well, because that one dude was like, "Oh, there's 6 of me here," and you slit throats and all that.
Yeah, that guy was nutbag.
So like for her,
He burned good, though.
because when she jumped into the water, it didn't make a splash, and I know she's magic, and she appeared over there. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I interpreted that she was standing over there and playing a little puppet down there, throwing balls, pokeballs.
I think it
at
was
the man.
really Michael Cera up there, and he was just dressed like a little girl because he has those
Probably.
hairless bitch legs.
I like that.
And also, I did on your when I retweeted, Jesus fucking Peter.
you retweeted Jesus fucking Peter.
That'd be a great Twitter name.
I didn't see that.
Who are you, Jesus fucking Peter?
Anyways, when I retweeted the your guys' unordinary people or whatever your
Unearthly
podcast-
duo.
Unearthly duo. Whenever I said Joaquin Phoenix is going to make a great Joker.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to put he's like a nutbag, but I don't know what it auto corrected
You just
to.
said he's a real bag.
He's a real
life.
bag.
Like I saw that and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
I
I'm like,
saw
that's
that.
Not what I,
And I was
I'm
like,
that's
oh,
not what I
Hess.
said.
There's... The fuck was that?
What? Did you see a ghost? I didn't see anything.
No, I heard something.
Like what?
I think we just got broken into. No, so
the
scared.
dog-
You scared me a little bit now. We're gonna get shot in here.
The dogs would be going crazy.
Not if they're dead.
Oh.
Well, what do they silence and shoot both of them?
What about our guard pig?
Oh, we could have got... She's outside. You put her outside, dickhead.
Fuck! I forgot I gave her a banana.
If it's a ninja, they're just gonna shoot the dog.
Why would a ninja come in here and attack us?
I don't know. Maybe he likes
Fat
bangs.
Ninja? Fat Ninja's dead, so it's not
Okay.
Fat Ninja.
Well,
Well,
yeah, Fat
you-
Ninja's not quite that smooth. Let's be
That's
honest.
true.
Joey would have
You
saw
never-
you coming from.
We've all seen your origin story. You sneaked up the stairs and you woke up your dog.
Yeah.
All right, so we get to episode 2, or do you want to talk about more ninjas?
Huh? You can think about ninjas longer if you want.
All right.
What did
so
you hear?
What?
What did you hear?
Oh, I heard a noise.
Maybe Phoebe
You
just
should probably
broke
get
down
up
the
and
door.
go check it out.
Do you think Phoebe broke down the door and now there's glass everywhere?
No, I think that would have been a different noise than.
That's what you heard?
Yeah, it sounded like someone moved furniture.
Oh.
But I don't know. Maybe Jerome farted. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, you scared me.
Well, I didn't know you were gonna get scared.
Well, the funny thing is like you looked up and like it looked like you looked at the ceiling.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought
well-
you saw a ghost.
That's why I'm like, what the fuck is he looking at? And Jerome didn't flinch. That's why I'm like,
Well, because I heard it in this.
What?
I heard something in this ear, and then as I'm looking, I remember. Wait, Phoebe's outside. Because she's usually the one who fucking gets behind a chair and then moves it across the kitchen because she's mad because we didn't feed her.
right.
You know, the dogs get all scared and run in the other room. Fucking dumbasses. It's like a fucking zoo in this place.
Yeah. Did Mom
Wow.
tell you what she did with her turtle this morning? She thought she already killed one of them.
Really?
You know,
They're tortoises, by the way.
she puts them in the little water dish on the table because apparently it stimulates them to poop. And she did that, and then she went in her room to take eBay pictures. Left the turtles on the table in a little water cup dish. When came back, and the turtle was not in there.
No.
On the dining room table, she left them?
Yeah.
He just dive bombed off the table.
And I was like,
It's only like 4 feet.
I was like, what's? You
This
just left
fucking
him on
big.
the table in there. She's like, well, I had to go do eBay, and I was like, what? Wait for a second, and then put him back, and it climbed out of the
Oh,
water dish, and then went up just to the lamp, and like curled up next to the little metal lamp there. Thank God it didn't go off the table, because that thing would have shattered. It's like this fucking big.
I don't think
So
it
you
was
guys got
sad.
new tortoises?
Yeah, she got 2 new fucking tortoises that are.
Yeah.
What does a tortoise run, if you don't mind me asking?
It was free.
But he
Oh.
run like
He
they're pretty
means,
slow.
like, he means how
Like,
much were
I'm just
they?
kidding.
Yeah, like if you go purchase one
My cousin's
About $100.
My cousin's grandma.
for the little baby tortoise
About 100.
These two were-
125.
that lived
These two were
like
free,
80
though,
to
right?
120 years. or
Someone
something like
purchased them.
Oh.
Yeah, we didn't buy them.
Yeah. But my cousin's grandma was texting her or whatever and was like, hey.
Who? Just
It
kidding.
was Sue, right?
Yeah, I know.
My
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 cousin's grandma.
cousin's grandma.
well,
It
I
just
had to
sounds
describe
funny.
it.
Yeah, that's
but-
why I said who.
and told her, hey, you want a turtle? I know you love turtles, man. And then she's like, yeah. So then she gets the turtle, and then she shows up while I'm watching my grandma's house, different grandma, and she has the box there, and she's like, oh, I know your mom wanted just one turtle, but you know what the fuck just happened?
He's flipping shit.
Oh God, he put on fake Hess.
Jesus.
And
cut that out.
He put on fake Hess, and then his phone died.
Good. Fucking.
Well, since he's not here, the moral of the story is that we got 2 turtles now. I guess me and you finish the podcast.
No, he's coming back. Don't answer it.
Should I make him wait?
Yeah. All right, you can answer it.
Did you accidentally hang up putting on fake Hess?
Yeah.
I figured that happened.
I won't do that again.
Well, so we ended the story. We got 2 turtles now. The lady just said we want 2.
2 new little baby tortoises?
Yep.
Yeah.
One's called Coconut, one's called Flash.
Oh, okay. Is Flash fast?
He's the one that snuck away from her.
What was that?
Yeah. Let's move on to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so these little tortoises, if they live, which,
she lost the...
It's like 80 to 120 years, right? Or something like that?
Oh, I was going to go pounds.
Do you remember...
Oh.
You remember the last...
200.
Could you imagine? I'd ride it. You think I could ride it if you got that big?
No, I'd bite your balls.
But do you remember the last batch of turtles she got? When we had to drive to that guy's house and get them all. We brought home like 7 boxes of turtles. There was like 10 in the back.
7 boxes.
They were pretty big, but there was at least 7 turtles.
They were all in the backyard, and we don't know where any of them went.
And literally, after the last storm, she lost the last one. She doesn't know where he is.
He probably just hiding.
She called him Franklin. But have you seen the hole that Marshall dug in the backyard?
Yeah, that's what they do.
It's like fucking
What's
long.
the one that's super glued?
Oh, that's Chucky. That's the one we had for a while.
He's gone?
No, he's still there.
He's fucking... That's the
It's funny because
tortoise ever.
he used to be the biggest one, and now he looks like a little baby out there.
Have you seen Marshall lately?
Mm-mm.
He's fucking huge.
Yeah, he's gigantic. It's.
I hardly ever see him whenever... even when I did come over, I hardly ever saw him.
Well, he was this big when we got him. And now
he's like this big.
Yeah, at least. And he's...
Holy hell.
He's bigger than a basketball, right?
Yeah.
Like he legit just hangs out in the backyard. That's it.
Sometimes he bangs on the sliding glass door to come inside.
You know, when it's nice out, we used to leave the back door open for the dogs and the pig to go in and out whenever they want. Especially because Phoebe just opens the door anyways, so you gotta just leave it open.
Right.
This motherfucker comes in, and then when he shits, it's bigger than the fucking dog shit.
Yeah, so he just shits all over the house.
It's like, okay, you need to get the fuck outside. He's cool and all, but it's just like, oh my god.
It's funny because if you go out though too, he'll follow you around the backyard and like nibble at your toes and just hang out with you. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, he wants food. All right, should we talk about Game of Thrones or tortoises?
We could try to do both.
All right, second one. So this is episode 2. It's actually, I can't believe we're in season 3.
I know. I was thinking that as I was watching it today.
We're getting close to the red wedding. How crazy is that?
Can't wait.
How crazy is that?
Nice day for a red wedding.
Some people,
Billy.
people consider this. Some people consider that the best.
Easy for you to say.
Some people consider this. Some people.
No.
Yep.
Were you gonna say the best season?
Yeah.
Season 1's pretty fucking good. I don't know.
What's your favorite season?
I don't know. I'll tell you when we're done.
From my memory, mine was last season.
I liked season 2 as much as I like season 1.
But I think it's just because it was the most recent, but also that last scene in the last season.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Was pretty amazing.
Yeah. You like that scene?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you imagine if I just said it right?
Well, it wouldn't. There's so many spoilers out
Let's
there.
not. Let's just keep going.
Okay.
Episode 2.
All right, so it opens up with Bran in a dream. Did you know it was a dream because he was walking?
I did because he was walking.
All right. Because it started out with
He was Christopher.
It started out with weird movement like that, and I thought, oh, Jerome's going to be confused. And I'm like, oh, he's not in the wolf.
No, it was
just
since
walking.
this is the 14th and a half time he's done that. It started like that. I was like, oh, he's dreaming.
It only takes Jerome 3 seasons to catch on.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
So, and then Jojen Reed is in the dream.
Oh, that's that. I didn't know that guy's name.
That's
I like that actor a lot.
Kid.
Yeah.
He's in Doctor Who. He was in the Maze Runner movies, and I've seen him in a couple other things, but I really like him.
Oh yeah, I remember him Maze Runner because you pointed him out to me I think when we saw that. But yeah, so he shows up and like we were like, who's this guy? And then we see him later with his sister. His sister's Mira, and he's like, yeah, we come to find you, Bran.
We've come a long way to find you. We got even farther to go.
Now his dad is, I think it's Holland Reed is his name.
Yes.
And fuck, his dad is friends with Eddard Stark.
Yeah, they mentioned that when they were walking.
He's in the.
Said he saved him in the.
Is that who I'm thinking of from the?
Yes.
The man beside him is Howland Reed, Mira's father.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Everybody should know what that we're talking about, except for Hess.
Right, and we won't go any farther, so Hess doesn't. You can enjoy it when it gets there. I can't wait for you to get to the point where you aren't knowing when it's fresh, because I want you to be like, man, I think Rob's gonna fucking suck a dick next episode, and we're like, no, you're wrong, dude, because he's dead like 3 years ago. But
yeah.
That was the worst.
I can't wait to get there either.
It'll be soon.
That was probably the worst impression of me I've ever heard. Also.
I don't know. Did you hear yourself sing earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
How many impressions of you have you heard?
Yeah, that's true.
I've actually heard quite a few.
I did do one of him in the last podcast, but it wasn't like it was like a Jerome impression of somebody.
And by the way, my wife's was the worst ever. So shut
oh
the
yeah,
fuck
she's
up.
like, "Hey everybody, it's me, Hess."
This is true. This is a true story.
Yeah. Thank you very much. All right.
Second worst.
So Rob gets word from Riverrun and Winterfell that the Tully or Hoster Tully's dead, and that they don't know where Bran and Rickon are.
Yeah.
Right. They haven't been found.
So then they go. They're like, all right. So we're gonna go to Riverrun. Fuck this war shit, which is making everybody happy. They're like, oh, you're gonna make another mistake? Cool. And
at least it'll all end happy for him.
Yeah. I mean, what could go wrong? And
I mean, they get invited to a wedding.
Yeah.
Couldn't fucked up that bad.
Yeah, that's true. Theon's captured.
Yeah, and some little dude pops out. Oh, your sister sent me. I'm gonna save you. You think that guy's gonna help him out?
No,
absolutely not.
You know, what's funny is like, okay, so
I forgot that's how he was introduced into it.
What's funny is, okay, so I remember watching the first time I watched it. Mind you, I hadn't read the books. At this point, I hadn't. And like I remember, so Theon gets captured, and then later on they show him getting tortured, and then at the end that guy's like, "Hey, I'm gonna save you."
He's sticking that knife in his finger. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's not the worst he gets, but
so I'm like, okay, so like, who's this guy? And then I remember like he keeps fucking with them, and they never say who this guy is, and I'm like, who is this fucker? Literally, like 2 scenes before that, I can't think of his name now. Roose Bolton goes, well, my bastard's up there at Winterfell, and they couldn't find him. You know, and I'm like, oh, yeah, he just said his bastard's up there. So I should have figured it out, but like...
They do leave you the clues, but when you don't know, it's hard to be like, oh.
Yeah.
When you don't know...
Now you know.
I was expecting one of you guys to sing that.
Yeah, but we didn't.
In this musical episode of Random Ramblings.
You're just throwing fucking softball lobs up there for us, Jerome.
It's not the only kind of balls I'm throwing.
You're a good pitcher.
You're a good catcher.
See that coming? A mile
You saw
away.
Hess coming?
Yeah, a mile away. With the two of you, I probably have. Jaime and Brienne are just getting their little walk on. So they're trying to stay off the King's Road.
Yeah, and that one dude walks into them, and Jaime's like, "Hey, go fucking kill that guy. He might tell somebody."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
He recognized me, and she's like, "No, he's an innocent man."
Which I don't know. Maybe she should have.
You think?
Yep, he was correct.
Yeah. So
It's funny because and then we're just watching that. We're like, oh, okay, whatever. That's like a throwaway guy that just wants to in someone.
Yeah.
But you should know they only put that scene in there to prove that he's smart and knows that.
Right. Yes, we hear you, Hess.
Goddamn. Being super quiet.
Those beats, man, they pick up everything.
I guess.
Yeah, so that guy later on says, nope, that's the Kingslayer, and then they take him right after they fight on that bridge. So that fight was pretty cool. And
That was pretty cool.
And she was beating his ass. At the
Well, I
end.
mean, his hands were shackled.
Yeah, but
she was still beating his ass. He's supposed to be like.
No, I know.
Mhm.
But, like, he couldn't do more than this. You know what I mean?
What was that again?
He couldn't do more than this.
we can jerk off 2 guys at once.
You can do more
Yeah,
than
you-
that, can't you?
What?
You can do more than that, can't you?
I've never been skiing, ever.
That's what it's called when you jerk off 2 dudes.
Yeah, but you can do more.
Yeah, Hess jerks off 2 dudes and then uses his mouth.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. More.
And if there's a 4th guy in the room who uses butthole.
Okay, that's enough. You're starting to lose me.
Wow.
Starting to, huh?
Yeah, just starting. So, and then Sansa gets invited to eat with Olenna and Marjorie Tyrell. Olena's fucking cool. The grandma?
Yeah.
That's the grandma.
Yeah.
She's very cool in this, but I always don't like her because she was a villain in Doctor Who, and I hated her in that.
Well, I've never watched Doctor Who, so I like her.
So then every time I see her in this, I'm like, oh, she's cool in this, but I still don't like you.
Really?
It's just because
I can't imagine not liking her.
I didn't like her. And then, like, as the show goes on, I liked her. Like, I like her more and more, but I just have that in the back of my head.
She just doesn't put up with anyone's shit. She says how it is. Like, she puts Tywin in his place. She definitely puts Joffrey in his place.
Yeah.
She does all that. It's just pretty cool.
And she doesn't give a fuck.
That was a cool
No.
scene. They're talking to Sansa, and they're like, "No, be honest with us. I want to know him." And then she starts like going off on him. She's like, "Oh no, I mean, he's a good man."
Yeah, she fucked up a little bit, but I'm glad she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I mean, she definitely told the right people that.
yes,
Like, if anybody you were gonna blurt that out to.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't trust them 100% because they're not your people.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree. And then Arya, Gendry, and Hot Pie run into the Brotherhood without banners.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now,
I liked who they made a little comment as they were leaving too. Oh, everybody in the world's fucking starving. Look at this kid.
yeah, that was rude.
That was pretty fucked up.
And
But we're all starving because of him.
so we met.
I'm like, Jesus.
We met Thoros of Myr. He was the guy with the pulled back and the beard,
Yeah.
and then like had this.
He was the
fights
guy. He was.
fights
Yeah,
with. He was the guy.
He was the main one
Yeah.
Yeah.
that did all the talking.
I like the arrow dude, and he shoots up in the air and says, "Hey, you should probably move when I'm done talking." Blah 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 blah. And
That
like,
was actually kind of cool.
then right when he moves
Yeah.
away, it lands down right where he was. That was pretty cool.
Do you think Stephen Amell could have done that?
Yeah, I think he could have. Did you see his tweet today about episode 7 of Arrow?
No.
He said he was gonna need a break after this season's episode 7, and then like an hour later, he tweeted about. He said season 7 it has an all male. Like nude pillow fight scene or whatever, and he's like, "We know our demographic" or something like that.
Wow. So after lunch, Marjorie goes and visits Joffrey when she finds out that he's a peckerhead.
That's when she kind of plays her game on him a little bit, and she's like,
yeah.
"Oh no, I didn't think that guy actually liked men." And can you show
can
me your
almost
Can
see
you show
his-
me your archer and all
You
that?
could almost see his boner, like when he's getting up, and you're right.
he's a
I
little
wasn't
weird.
looking for a little boy's boner, so I couldn't tell you.
I thought that's what you did.
Not in this
That's
podcast.
what you find at the gym.
Can we move on? I'm tired of
Alright.
talking about people trying to get naked in front of me at the gym.
Okay. But yeah,
That
she
makes
does.
me-
She does play him like a fiddle, and it's pretty cool.
And you bring up his dick again.
Wow. They never have sex, do they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that would be the first thing I do with Marjorie.
Not shoot a bow and arrow through a boar.
No.
What if you're a psychopath
Little fucking fuck up?
inbred?
Yeah. Well, maybe I would. I just went over. We met Ramsay. Bran and Jojen discussed war
The three-eyed
game.
raven.
We didn't mention when Arya was leaving that place. The Hound was there and he saw her.
That's
Yeah,
later though.
what
You
do you-
see that later.
Yeah.
Well, because you were bringing. I thought you went by characters.
No, I didn't do that anymore.
Oh.
I just did it one time to fuck you up. They talk about warging.
Yep.
I liked that.
And the first thing I thought of was
I thought of
Hess.
Hess because he called it
Yeah.
Borging.
Yeah, Borgin.
I was close. I just had one letter off.
Yeah, he said it backwards. What was the word before? Bang backwards is sang.
Yeah. No, it's the opposite. What's the opposite of Worgen? Borgin. That was a little freaky when that dude's eyes are just white, and then
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
he's like wakes up and he's like,
I wanted to mention too, 'cause since we're talking about Borging, and it reminded me of Bran. This season is when he starts to. Every season, he seems to age like 10 years.
He did fucking grow like 8 feet, didn't he? It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I'm
He
like,
went from being a little boy last season, like every season now, he just looks more and more older.
no, he like literally like first season he looks like he's 10,
Yeah.
and then like he's like walking in a dream, and he looks like he's a 17-year-old, like a 6'1" 17-year-old. I'm like, what the fuck happened? It's like, you know what I mean? It was pretty funny. I noticed that too.
You're like, what?
So the Brotherhood takes Arya capture, I guess. They feed him. They're like, feed him, like, no, you can go. And then she tries to fight the fucking guy with her sword. You know, it's sometimes when she's younger like that and she like tries to like, she's like, I have a sword, and he just like knocks it out of her hand. She's so lucky she's not dead sometimes.
Seriously.
Mind you, I just said last podcast she's my favorite character.
Yeah. But no, every character fucks up a little bit.
Yeah. And then they bring in the Hound, and
He's like, what are you doing with a Stark girl?
yeah. And it's like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys know who the Brotherhood are?
No.
Do you know who the Brotherhood are?
I'm assuming they just kind of fight for their own thing, or what?
Yeah. So, remember when Eddard was king, right? Ned was king, and he's like, hey, Beric Dondarrion, you go get the mountain, and you fucking bring him back here, and we do the king's justice. So they went out there, and he had a little group of people, and they never got the mountain. And then Ned got killed, and they were like, fuck this, we don't have banners. That's how I take it, at least. That's how it is in my mind. So, like, that's them. Like, soon, I think it's next episode, the Hound's going to fight Beric Dondarrion.
Yeah.
Kill him.
So they're just kind of like their own thing.
Yeah, but that's
they're not affiliated, they don't...
No, they're supposed to be like for the good of the people, kind of like Robin Hood or whatever.
He kind of says that in this, like, we're here
but
to
they're
save
not,
the people,
because now they're going to kidnap Arya.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're going to...
Funny thing is you guys are frozen. I can hear you.
As he freezes.
I know, that's your phone, Hess, but you can't hear me saying that. But now you're watching the podcast, and that's your phone. Well, we should probably wrap up anyways.
Oh my God. End and accept.
You guys were frozen. And
it's funny, as you were saying that, you froze.
Yeah.
Because, Nick, you were like this. You were like... And I'm like,
maybe he was just posing for a thumbnail.
You do realize no one else can see that, right?
I know, but it was just funny because I'm just like, what the fuck? I mean, I can still hear you guys. That's why I'm like, I'm going to say something.
Well, at least you played it off well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's... And then when Beric Dondarrion comes back, it's a different actor than what Ned sent, which we talked about when it happened. So... and then the last thing is Jaime and Brienne fight, which we already talked about.
Yeah, that dude grabs him or whatever.
By the pussy.
Yeah.
Trump style.
Wow. And yeah, that's it's both episodes. And now we're like half into season 3, kind of. Well, next week we'll be on
next
3 and 4.
week. Next week we'll be on 3 and 4.
We'll be a quarter of the way.
But yeah, I'm. There's so much like keeps inching closer to what I'm like getting excited to watch. Like,
I like the fact that we met Jojen, Mira, the fucking dude I just was talking about. Who else did we meet these episodes?
The one dude from Wildlings.
Yeah, Mance Raider.
Yeah.
And then
Giant Bone or whatever.
No, that's my nickname. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Tormont, Giant's Bane.
Giant's Bane, yeah.
Yeah, we meet a lot of the wildlings. It's just there's so many more characters. It's hard to believe that there's more characters involved.
Yeah.
Oh,
but they'll start killing some.
They'll
start killing.
A couple
some
episodes, they'll be half of them dead.
Sam.
Yeah.
I keep waiting for Sam to fucking kill a White Walker, and apparently
me too. Honestly,
it's like I thought he's gonna do it like the end of the episode.
So did I.
But
you guys ready to wrap this up?
Yeah,
I think so.
All right, well, thanks for watching Random Ramblings this week. Please like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on these episodes, and we'll see you guys next time for episodes 3 and 4.
Some people,
Billy.
people consider this. Some people consider that the best.